Um, Unfortunately, I am not a teacher, so I don't have that voice like she has, that projects. But I'm going to try my best. Can you all hear me at the back over there? Okay. So my name is Sangeeta Badlani, and I'm the founder and president of Nikhil Badlani Foundation. The foundation was launched in 2011 when my 11-year-old son was killed in a car crash when a driver failed to stop at a stop sign. Our mission has been to raise traffic safety awareness and also to nurture the musical and academic talents in our children. This foundation is based in West Orange. This mural that we created is our 24th mural. We have been traveling all over New Jersey to educate our teens. As you know, teens, the leading cause for teens is traffic crashes. It's not suicide, it's not drugs, it's traffic crashes. And that's why we are here to educate you and prevent tragedies like ours. I want to thank all the dignitaries that are here today, the special guests. They're not here for me, they're all here for you, to support you. We have the chief of police over here today. We have your superintendent, and we have State Farm agents. This project was funded through a grant from State Farm Insurance. They are our biggest supporter, and that's why we have the agents over here to come support you and also to support the community. This wasn't done alone by us. We've done 24, I said 24 murals. Each mural is different, and what makes it unique is you, your perspective on everything that we talked about. So I know we have a group over here that hasn't really engaged with us. And just so you know, Nikhil's Law, which was implemented and rolled out in 2016 through the DMV. It is a key component. It's a knowledge question on the written test. Have you all taken the written test? How many of you took the Stop for Nikhil Safety Pledge? Raise your hand.
Well, you sophomores did.
Okay, great. All right. So the Stop for Nikhil's Law is to make young drivers aware of dangers of disobeying traffic laws and give them the opportunity to take the Stop for Nikhil Safety Pledge. And the Stop for Nikhil Safety Pledge is very commonsensical, and that's another tool to really reinforce safe driving behaviors in you guys. I mean, you hear it during your driver's ed classes, the teachers talk to you about it, but I hope that through my personal story, that it would have an impact. And we all think that this is not going to happen to me. Well, I was one of them as well. I thought it was not going to happen to me. Nikhil was sitting in the back seat. He was on his way back after his very first sailing lesson. He was wearing his seatbelt. We followed all the rules. But yet there was another driver who did not. And they blew through the stop sign. They crashed into a car totaled over to the other lane. It was the oncoming car. That was the fatal blow. And so we talk about staying alert, right? Because you could be a good driver, but you need to be really attentive to what's going on around you. So a lot of the elements that you'll see in the mural illustrate Nikhil's Law, which is to stop completely at a stop sign, to talk safe, right? I know we all love our cell phones, and we feel like this is the most important call that I have to take when the phone rings. But I hope that you will think about Nikhil and many others that have been killed when you reach out to pick up that phone while you're driving. And then staying alert. We all work hard, sometimes we don't sleep at night, and so we're tired while we're driving, and drowsy driving has now become an epidemic on our roadways. I mean, we all are guilty of it. I mean, when you come into the school and you haven't slept the night before, what happens when your teacher is teaching you? You fall asleep. What's the worst thing that could happen? You lose out on what they've been teaching. But that's not the case when you're driving. And remember, we talked about texting. It takes about 5 seconds to read a text. But that's 5 seconds is long enough. That's how long it takes to cover a football field. And imagine that when your eyes are closed. What would happen? You know, so it doesn't seem long, but it's long enough. And then planning ahead, giving yourself extra time. All the time we are running late, and so what do we end up doing? We end up speeding up. So these are some of the elements that you will see in a mural. You know, each year 40,000 people die nationwide. 40,000 people. That's a lot. And it's not a cure that we need to research for. No. We need to change our driving behaviors. Easier said than done, right? Am I right? It's really hard to change that. I mean, you guys have been watching your parents drive the car from the time that you were born, right? Your car seat was turned around, and you've been watching that. So whatever you're probably going to emulate the same behavior as your parents when you start driving. We've heard some stories about parents driving. How many of us are guilty talking on the phone when we're driving? Anyone? Wow, this is the first time. Okay. All right. When you're driving. Hopefully that's going to change now. Right? Yeah. How many of us don't wear seatbelts when you're sitting at the back?
Be honest, in the back.
Raise your hand, but you wear it at
Back
the front?
seat, yes, the back seat.
Okay. All right. And why do we not wear seatbelts at the back? Because it's mandatory. Yeah. Well, and so this is what we've all heard about law of inertia, right? What is law of inertia? An object stays in motion, right? Until an external force. And so what happens when you're sitting even behind, it's the same thing. What's holding you back? Because when you brake, what's going to happen? Your body is going to stay in motion, right? When you brake, it's the seatbelt that's going to hold you back. And if you're not wearing a seatbelt, you're going to go and hit the person sitting in the front. And it's the momentum and the fact that you're not restrained that's going to put the person sitting in front in danger. I will tell you, my youngest son, who was 6 at the time of the crash, he knows very well he has to wear a seatbelt. And he plays soccer at the high school, West Orange High School. And when I pick him up and his friends, they get in the car and they're like, "Hi, Mrs. Badlani," and they just sit over there. And I'm like, "Are you all wearing a seatbelt?" And some of them will pretend that they're wearing a seatbelt, but they're not. And I'm like, this car is not moving until everybody's wearing a seatbelt. So understand that. If nothing else, one thing I want you to take away is always wear